So this isn't really a how-to video, it's more of an idea video. I wanted to show you an idea, something that you could do yourself. This is a bait catapult that I made. I've tried some of the commercially available ones that the carp fishing companies make, and they fall apart after, you know, just a few months of use. And so I decided to make one that's a little more durable. Hopefully it'll last longer. And I've been using it, and it works pretty darn good. So I thought I'd go ahead and share this. The Slingshot frame is just a daisy slingshot that's available at most sporting goods stores here in the United States. It's the simplest one they make. It's only about 10 bucks, and it doesn't come with any arm brace or anything like that. It comes with the handle, the frame, and the yellow tubing. And the frame is metal. It's heavy gauge metal wire, and I actually bent these out, spread them out a little farther than it was right out of the package. I spread it out a little farther to accommodate for this larger pouch here, because the pouch that it comes with is just this little strip of black leather here, and I just cut that strip of black leather that the Slingshot came with, and then riveted it to this leather pouch that I made. And this leather pouch is just made out of some leather that I had. And what you do to make it into a cup shape like that is kind of cut like a bow tie shaped out of the leather, and then you can fold it together. And then I glued the edges together and riveted it together. And it's not super pretty, but it's totally sturdy. And of course, then I riveted a little handle at the end to grab onto. And it works pretty darn great, I must say. Right here I've got some range cubes. I've been shooting these out into the water. I've been getting probably 35-40 yards. I find that it works best with several smaller pieces rather than the larger piece. The smaller pieces are more aerodynamic than the bigger chunks. But let's load a couple chunks in there, just like such. And of course I want to aim kind of at an upward arc. And yeah, they just go flying. Got about 35 yards on that one. Let's try another one. I'll just do one slightly larger chunk. Nice. Yeah, works great. I haven't tried it yet with smaller particles, just with these pieces of cattle cubes. And this is actually my second version of this. A couple tips if you're going to try and make one of these for yourself. My first attempt, I made this pouch out of denim. I tried using denim and it just didn't work. The denim was not rigid enough. It was too floppy. Leather seems to work pretty good. So I wouldn't even bother with denim or canvas or any heavy fabric. I think it needs to be stiff enough that it's going to stay open like this when it launches. And as far as you know, building the shape of the pouch, before you start with your building material, just get yourself a piece of paper, and you're gonna have to experiment with it. That's what I did. I couldn't find any patterns or anything like that. I just experimented with probably 10 different shapes before I could fold it and bend it to get it into the shape that I wanted. But just use some paper, get some notebook paper or construction paper or whatever, and use that until you figure out the shape. The shape that this ended up being was kind of like two diamonds that are hooked together on one side. Maybe I'll put a little diagram of it up here on the screen right now. That'll give you a starting point for your shape for building your pouch. Probably the only thing I might change if I build this again is this right here. This is the part that I expect to fail first. This black leather that came with the Slingshot. It's not very thick, and I'm expecting that thin leather to tear through there first, probably. And when that happens, probably what I'll do is I'll put a little grommet right here and just attach the band directly to the heavy leather of the pouch. Here's a close-up look at the pouch. As you can see, it's all one piece of leather. I didn't do any sewing or anything. And then on the inside, or on the bottom side I should say, they're kind of folded in on each other, so that the seam is on the inside there. But yeah, like I said, it's not a how-to video, it's just an idea video. If you're handy, you like making things, you know, this is an idea that you could use if you want to make your own bait catapult that might last a little bit longer than a month or two, those cheap catapults. But I hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. See you on the next one.